Hey, good morning and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. And if you're a veteran, welcome back. And thank you guys for so many of the comments and everything. They blow me away. When I started this channel, I was really hoping for exactly what is happening, which is the community is being developed, and I appreciate that. Let's get right to it. I've been talking a lot in this new format thing. I've been watching my videos and hey, I'm yammering a lot. Let's get to it. We're here at our first stop, now newly deemed the leaf canister, and let's see what it's looking like. Okay, so the leaf canister name is an apt one. Yeah. So, and then on top of it, we got this. So we'll be using our robot here. We're going to be putting it in and moving on. Okay, so we've moved on to stop 2 on Friday, and this is just an awesome pool. Our child fence is, you know, our biggest defense here, but unfortunately it doesn't get away from the bugs and things that are attracted at night. But once again, I called this a child's trough, and the longer I take care of this pool, I believe it's kind of like a reverse infinity edge, and that's fine by me. Pretty much only find things in that trough, so maybe the kids don't hang out in there, but yeah, they have a nice, you know, what I'd call the safe and sane pool deck. Like, what do you want in your pool surround? Like, do you want a bunch of stuff that's dumping into your pool, or do you want a really clean, inviting pool that has, you know, minimal amount of maintenance required and maximum amount of beauty and subsequently enjoyment? All right, so this pool is an example of what happens when the water and the temperature and subsequently the water temperature gets greater. So this was at, like, I've not added any salt here. It went to from 2600 to 3200, just on the basis of temperature, right? And then let's see our strip here. We've definitely had some use. There's no chemicals and there's high pH. Now I add some alkalinity to this pool, and our cyanuric is actually in a great range. It just means that, hey, people have been using this pool, no problem. That's what it's all about. So I actually only bought 8 bags of salt yesterday, and I put 6 in those various pools. So only got 2 bags left for the day, and I'm going to use them on other pools. Probably our first infinity pool with the Hayward system, that definitely needs more salt. But yeah, this is really great. I'm going to clean it up, and maybe we'll add another tab, and we'll add a gallon to that area over there, and we have a 15-minute egg timer to make sure that our cleaner is working, and then we can move on. Oh, that's funny. You know, I have spoke to many a homeowner that just scoffs at me, shrugs their shoulders and scoffs at me when I say they have birds. Did you hear that? So that guy was right here. See that guy? Yeah, that guy right there. He was sitting right there having a little chlorinated drink, and that's super fine. I'm an animal lover, but I'm also in the pool beautification and preservation business, and so having the birds there are just not a good thing. So I have expressed before in the past to this homeowner, hey, you got to get the floaty out here. And I pretty much guarantee he doesn't watch the channel. But what I am going to do is, see Sharky here? Yeah, I'm going to check and see if I have a compressor. If I have a compressor, I'm going to blow him up. And then Sharky will be protecting the pool from the avian attacks. There he is, waiting to work. Okay, unfortunately no well, I have a compressor in the truck, but I don't have, it's to fill my truck tires if those were to ever get low. I don't have any like pin to fill a child's inflatable pool toy. Now, maybe I should. But anyway, this pool has cleaned up really good. It's on a 15-minute egg timer, so we're gonna move on. So we're at stop 3, otherwise known as Spool XL. And okay, so let's see our approach. Okay. Looking pretty good, but filled with dust like everybody else. You know, I don't know if you can see that dust from the, it looks mostly like insects, little gnats and whatnot. So we have a little stuff on the floor. We can Telsa 90. What do we got here in the skimmer? No big deal. Okay, gentleman asked, I'm new, what is a Telsa 90? This, my friend, is a Telsa 90, and just dropped it in. Let me show you the power of the Telsa 90. Let's see it here. But here, one-handed with the Telsa 90. Okay. Yeah, okay, so everything else, that's it. Everything is, the pool is vacuumed right now. So that being said, we're gonna brush. Okay, so we have, look at that, almost perfect salt, 3550 salt. And look at this, we have perfect chemicals. On the right here we have low cyanuric, that's okay, fine, salt cell here. Alkalinity is great. pH is lower than I thought it was going to be, and our free and total chlorine is super high, sky high, but that's okay. We're still, that's no surprise here. Limited use, and we're coming back from a green to clear. So there has been a lot of chlorine in this pool, and I have the salt cell working at 100%. Okay, so we've performed our experiment here, and I'm gonna take this out. I don't know, I just don't see the benefit to it. It's I finally got it. The pool is not really plumbed, so it really wants to do it. To make the cleaner do that, which is what I expect the cleaner to be doing when he's working, right? If you got a cleaner in the pool, it's not doing anything. What do you got a cleaner in the pool for? So that's part of my Poolman's Bill of Rights, having a cleaner here. But if this thing is just, if I have to run it at a higher RPM just so it'll do something, and then the homeowner's already expressed that he doesn't really care for these jets going on all day, I don't blame him. Okay, this is the spool is, you know, in spa mode when it's in spa mode, not the, you know, 9 to 4. So I've been running it at 2000 RPMs, and obviously it's taking care of all of the circulation issues. We have no algae anymore, everything's looking good. But yeah, I was just trying to get a little greedy here, and since this pool does have a cleaner port, and I've never seen that cleaner work, I wanted to see, you know, if it would, and it doesn't. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take that, and you know, I'll give the homeowner a couple of free filter cleans or something like that, and this will go to somebody who really needs it. Right off the bat, I don't have a customer that will need it right now, but somebody will eventually. And I'll tell you what, I have a couple of Hayward Navigators as my loaner. You know, you got a broken cleaner, I'll put my Hayward Navigator in there for the time being. Now I got one of these. This is actually pretty nice, but you see what's going on with it? It's just too small a body of water. The hose is getting caught on itself. All right, I'm rambling, and I've spent a lot of time here at this location. We got to keep moving on. Okay, so we're here at our first infinity pool on Friday here, and it's looking really good, with the exception of a little tiny algae area in the trough, and in the trough only. Yeah, our Pantera Rebel's doing, he's doing his job. But yeah, I find some, I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of algae, but hey, check it out, new tile pad. Yes, that is, I invested in a new tile pad. Okay, here are our chems, going left to right, we have new water. Total hardness is very low. Our free and total chlorine, or we have plenty of that. We have really high pH, perfect alkalinity, and our cyanuric is looking really, really good. See, once again, here's another example of a pool that has kind of brightened up with the temperature. We're in the 80s this week, and yeah, that's really definitely helping our chemicals. So we do have a little bit of a high pH, so I'm going to add, I don't know what I have here. Yeah, that's about 1/3 of a gallon. That's what I'm adding. And we do sanitize with tabs. We have a tab floater in the trough, and so that's where we're getting our cyanuric for. We've built it up, and there's absolutely no algae here in the pool. And to be honest with you, the trough algae that I saw was, yeah, that was not algae. That's probably just a little bit of staining from, you know, I think they have a little bit of, what do you call that? Rosemary and stuff like that. So regardless, those are stains and not algae. Yeah, so I use the tile pad on the white tile, and that definitely helps. I'm going to do that every week, of course. And no need for the Telsa 90 here. I netted the entire, but I'm going to brush the entire trough here. Sorry, I'm kind of paying attention to three things while I'm talking to you. How rude. Anyway, I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do, and then we're gonna move on. Yeah, I feel super good about this. I was gonna add salt here because it's 2200, but obviously they're holding chemicals here because we have some cyanuric, and we're sanitizing with 3-inch tabs in the trough, and that's actually doing a pretty good job. They're obviously not using it because when this family uses it, there are no chemicals, no chlorine in the pool. So anyway, I'm gonna move on, and we'll add salt next week. All right, we're here at our original spool, and things are looking okay, but they're absolutely no chlorine in the pool, super high pH. So kids, what does that mean? Somebody's been using the pool, we've used all the chlorine, but we do have 3450 salt. So I think this should be an IC20. If it's anything more than a Pentair IC20, it's kind of overkill. Yeah, so that's an IC20. So that's up to 20,000 gallons. You know, IC30, 30,000 gallons, IC40, you get it. So this is plenty salt cell going on here. Sometimes people just turn off the pool, and so I don't really know the last time the pool ran. And you know, when you do kind of turn it off sometimes at the end of the night, like I've mentioned with some of our Jandy pools, you can be ostensibly deactivating the pool, so it's not going to run again until you turn it back on. So anyway, I don't know if that really happened here, but we're going to hit it with the Telsa 90, get the roly-polies, we're going to add some chlorine, and we're going to make sure that our salt cell is running at 100% because they're using it again. You know, I just love the thing. You just kind of get close, and it just does the rest. So yeah, I love the Telsa 90. Telsa 90 gets me home to my family quicker. Which anybody knows me knows that's what I'm all about. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this one-handed Telsa 90 business. My legs are getting tired. So anyway, yeah, that's what we do here. We're gonna add some chlorine, some liquid. We're gonna make sure that this pool is sanitized for the week. I don't know if you can see the cloudy nature of the water, but we'll put it on an egg timer. Actually, the pool is about to come on here by itself, so at 9. Anyway, it's clean now. I'm gonna come it up and move on. Okay, you know, swimming pool mystery is solved. Why is this little tiny body of water so cloudy, right? well, went into the Easy Touch, which is the control system for this pool, and schedule was deleted. So the only thing that there was an egg timer. So, and obviously no one had been hitting that. But my point is that, yeah, pool needs to run, even this little guy runs, everything runs 9 to 4. That's a simple rule of thumb. Okay, good times. So we're here at our second infinity pool, which, if you remember, it was drained and refilled. It was drained. I'm not really sure what was done when it was drained. Like I said last week, I see no improvement. I'm not going to repeat myself. My point is that this pool hasn't run since I was here last week. And talked to the homeowner, and he was just like, you know, let the builder do his startup. But yeah, so these guys, they just leave like lots of acid, and they left my cleaner all wadded up. That's really, you know, helpful for the remember how I told you you got to keep those hose links straight? Yeah, that's helpful to keep that in the sun. Now, I'm not gonna do my normal thing here. This is somebody else's pool currently. The problem is, I mean, I'm not gonna add any chemicals or anything. This pool is still in the startup phase in a technical fashion, right? So look how low the water is. Now, that's just goes to show that the pool hasn't been running in days and days and days, probably a week, or whenever the last time the builder was here. Okay, so I have done what I can do here. This is still someone else's pool, technically, in a startup situation. So I just cleaned and brushed everything, and yeah, the pool was in service mode, and then our leveler started here. So this is leveling the level of the water level of the pool. We're gonna move on. Okay, so we're here at our brand new rectangular pool with a cover, and they're having photovoltaic solar added to their existing system. And yeah, I'm a little bashful, so I'm gonna let the guy do his work and not be vlogging while he's working. And but anyway, I was here on Tuesday, and I added a bag of salt, and check out our results. Look at this crystal clear water. It's looking so good. It's after 9:30, so our spill over program has completed, and we have a couple of kids' toys in there. But I'll tell you what, I can look the other way on that. Man, this looks like Perrier. It's like that mountain stream water we get over at the Big Fatty. So loving it. Yeah, there's not going to be much to do, but let's go and move on to our last pool of the day. Okay, welcome to the last pool of the day on Friday. And as Coach Elisari used to say, we are working for the weekend. And look, I put a tab in there, and there's almost no algae. Now the tab is almost super. Can you see the tab? I'm only going to be able to, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's no algae in the trough. And I just spoke to my homeowner. She said they swam this morning. I love it. Honesty, I love it. She might be the only honest pool owner I know. She told me she was swimming, and they were actually swimming. So yeah, I'm super happy to hear that. And so let's take our chems. It's just my suspicion, because of that, we probably have some low pH, or excuse me, low chlorine and high pH. Let's see. Okay, just as I expected. So high pH, no chlorine. Okay, that being said, let's check out what our salt is, and it's going to be super low. Look at that, 1500, 13. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to add salt this week. I'm also going to add some chlorine to sanitize for the week. This pool is sparkling. Now, for a pool that didn't have any chlorine in it, or any salt. Really super low, 1,300 salt. I do believe that's a new low. And we have plenty of sanitizer in the water, and we're just a couple of months out from a filter clean. Yeah, so I feel good about this. You guys, if you got anything from this, please give me a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's free. And comment below if you got something to say. Man, I need something to drink. It is tired. This is the first day I actually got a sweat on. You know what? This is the Angry Pool Man. I'm the original swimming pool fiduciary, and it's my honor to work for you. I'll see you on the next video.